Hello degenerates and welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefi and today we're going to be doing a first impressions video on Street Fighter Duel. Now this game, if you're a fan of the saga, could be a nice side game for you, but for most people it's going to be just another AFK arena game where you can just collect a bunch of characters, level up their rarity and spend 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes a day in here. On this first impression video, we'll go over combat and gameplay, gacha and raids, the shop, the graphics, animation, the UI, the community and the company, and then my final thoughts. Before we start, like always, don't forget to like and subscribe to help me grow the channel, and let's get started. And first things first, it's obviously combat and how that looks. So let's go over most of the game modes. First starting with the campaign, which is here. You can have your idle resources like every other idle game, and then you can click go. Oh, well, we'll level up. You can click go and you'll get to the team formation. You can have 3 units, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 1 support per unit. Right now I only have 1, and then you can have a support for your team. So the support for the units will give passive bonus for the units, as you can see, HP and attack. I'm putting that on my main DPS. And then you can have a support that will only use its ultimate ability, meaning he will not fight the whole time. You can also have up to 3 different EX moves or cards. They are pretty good animated in here. You unlock some of these by playing. I'm not sure if there's a gacha for that, we'll check later. As you see, you need to complete chapter 4 and 6 in order to unlock the other 2. We are on chapter 3, so we don't have that. You have here your units, different elements, again just like AFK arena and most of these types of game, and you click fight. Combat is pretty straightforward. They can charge their skills and they will use them automatically. You could play on manual, but let's be honest, there's absolutely no need to do that. And this is combat in the whole game on all game modes, or at least all the game modes that I have unlocked. It's not bad, and if you are into the Street Fighter saga, once again, it's gonna be fun for you to watch your favorite characters just fighting all day long. Now let's get into the rest of the game mode so we can check that. So first of all, like I was saying, you have the EX moves. You can focus on one and try to learn them. You can get shards. You also have the usual awaken system where you can use dupes to upgrade rarities of different characters. And then there's also the dojo, which is nothing else than your usual base. So you can have multiple residents in here and they will be just chilling here training. Again, if you like the saga, you will like this part because it's just your favorite characters. I've never got into fighting games, so this is not my cup of tea. You also have PvP. Obviously every gacha game needs to have arena in order to keep the worlds engaged, and let's actually do one combat so you see how that looks. So let's do a challenge here, and let's go for the guy with 15k, so at least we make sure we are winning, right? And you can put the card here, save, and we have the same formation. Yes, fight. Again, this is on auto. I really like the girl that looks like an Egyptian one. I don't know what her name is, but let's do a couple pulls after this and see if we can get her. Again, pretty simple combat, but it is still pretty nice to have your favorite characters on the go. That's PvP. Obviously there's rewards basis for that. You got a daily one and a season reward depending on your rank. And then the last game mode is going to be Explore, where you will have multiple things. First of all, the labyrinth, the usual labyrinth that every game has. Then you have the tower, which is again exactly the same. Rewards every 10 levels, and on every level they are minor rewards. Then you have the bounties, which is your daily missions where you send your units. Nothing new, and there are 2 modes that I don't have unlocked, which is one here, the global operation, and then the event, which I'm guessing that's for events. That's where you will be doing them. That's combat and gameplay. Like honestly, that's everything you'll be doing. You've probably played more idle games at this point. They're all the same. This one specifically doesn't bring anything new to the table, so that's what I'm saying. It's going to be hard for people that are not into the IP to play this. Now, with that said, let's get into the gacha and the raids. So if we go to draw here, I have, I think, 50 pulls, and let's get into the raids for a second. So there is a 4.6 chance of getting an A unit, which is the highest rarity you can get on the banner, I believe, which is pretty good for an idle game. Nick has a 4%, and that's already quite high for idols, so this has even a little bit more. There seems to be no pity though, or at least I haven't seen that. You also need to do 10 multis in order to unlock the wishlist, and then you can do a faction recruit if you prefer. Then there's also the usual create banner, which I haven't added anyone, so we can do. So let's do boots on the standard banner, and let's go. Alright, I'm guessing that's good. Street Fighter. Yang, okay. Oh, we got the double? Oh, perfect. That 4% is showing up. Oh, okay, we got the one I wanted, and she's called Elena. All right, capoeira lover fits her. So she's Brazilian, she's not Egyptian, right? I think I like that girl. So let's do the other pools just to see what we get and to waste this currency. With some luck, we can get a couple extra. Okay, perfect. So that's at least one. Street Fighter. Deal. Looks cool. Your usual American. Okay, we got only one. Let's do, I think it's, oh, that was a bad pool. Perfect, perfect, let's go. Can you get another waifu? We got two. Oh, that's a dupe, and then a new one. Perfect. Street Fighter. Major Cody, what does he do? Oh, you can see from here, it's fine. And we have one more, so let's do the last one. Okay, please don't spam me with offers. Let's go, drop. Not a good one to finish, but it's fine. So that's the gacha. Then I'm not sold on animation. I don't think it has a lot of impact or feedback for the player. Now these are all your characters that you have here. What is this girl? There we go. She looks super nice in my opinion. Like I said before, I've never gotten into Street Fighter, so I don't know the characters. Now that's the gacha and the rates. I think the rates are good, but I'm not sure how generous this game is going to be once you are past that honeymoon phase. Now that we saw the gacha, let's talk about the shop, because this is probably the worst part of the game. Like every anime game or game that comes from another IP and they make an idle game or a gacha, the shop is disgusting. The shop is awful. So let me show you. If you buy anything, you will get Chun-Li, of course. You will get probably one of the most iconic characters that even I know. And then you can go into the mall. And this is where things gets ugly. So they have two monthly cards, not only one. And the monthly card are 10 bucks and 17 bucks euros. So that's probably what? $7 and $15 again for an idle game of this quality. I'm not saying it's about quality, but I said this is nothing groundbreaking. It's already expensive in Nikke, the battle passes, right? And you get the monthly card in here that's even more expensive than Nikke. I'm not sure if they have a battle pass, I haven't seen one, but they have a couple offers that I think they are pretty funny. If you go to Fight Mall, you get an offer. This character costs only 120 bucks, but you get it half the price for $60. Fair price? And then you have a BIP system, because obviously every idle game needs a BIP system. And my problem with this system is, yeah, you can level up while playing. I got level 1, but also you can pay to skip, or directly you will have the ability to purchase this. This is not given to you for free. Now, you can't just go to the last level, which is 15, I believe, and buy that and get everything. You need to buy one by one, meaning that's 120 bucks, another 120, another 10. Again, so on and so on and so on. When you see systems like this in any game, you understand this is a cash grab. You are not stupid as a player. Can you play this as a free-to-play and be happy and collect characters? Probably. Then you have the usual daily, weekly and monthly packs, and then the limited offers, which is more bullshit. I usually buy the $1 packs on most games that I try to get that extra reward. I'm not feeling it in here, honestly, with those prices. Obviously, you'll be spammed with gifts and things. And now that we're talking about the offers and all the things going on screen, let's move past the shop and go into graphics, UI, and animations. I think the combat animations are not bad. I think they are fine for an idle game. Pretty good for a fighting game is to be expected, right? My problem comes with the interface. This is an interface that, again, it's made for you to feel overwhelmed, for you to feel like, oh fuck, there's so many things going on. This is designed again to make you buy more stuff. There's plenty of things going on, and you'll reach the point where, oh, there's no more rewards, there are no more things going on. Oh, but I have this offer right here. Oh, but I have this one right here. And so I don't like this type of UI. I prefer clean interfaces that are not designed to make you buy shit from a game. So all that said, honestly, my opinion on the game is, if you like Street Fighter, you can probably play this as a free-to-play player for some time and just enjoy it on the go. If you are looking for a new idle game to be like your main gacha, I don't think this is going to be it. Maybe for some people it is, if you like this type of animations, which again, I think the animations are good, but don't expect anything good from this game. The game seems to be generous at the start, like every single gacha, but I'm not sure how it's going to turn long term. How many copies do you need to max out the character in rarity, and how often you'll be getting a multi or two. So I will say, try it for yourself, decide by yourself, not just watch random guys on the internet. Let me know what you think if you've tried it, or how you feel just by watching the video. Now lastly, before I forget, because because I forgot to add this category. And let's talk about the community and the company behind this. So the publisher is Crunchyroll, and the platform is developed by, I think they're called A Plus Japan. So they have 2 games, Street Fighter and 1 game from My Hero Academia. So again, only games from known IPs. This to me, it's always a bad sign. The game has $500,000 just on the first day or maybe second day. I'm not 100% sure. I can't see reviews, so either there are no reviews or they are complaining so much that they just hide them, which is a common practice in this industry, as you all know for now. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for my review. Try it by yourself. It's not going to be my type of game. Again, I will keep trying to play it for the rest of the day, maybe even tomorrow, to see if anything changes. All that said, guys, I'm going to try and do more first impression videos. I think it's important. I know that when I'm this upfront, calling out shit in the shop or calling out companies, I'm hurting my options in the long term for getting sponsorships, but at the same time, it's the type of content that I want to make. So for now, it stays this way. If the video is useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, like always, to help me grow the channel, and see you in the next one.